MDMA in the back garden, blow our pupils up. We kiss for hours straight. Well, baby, what was that? I need help. Thank you. Hi guys, this is gonna be just like a really stupid video. I look like shit, that's okay. I'm waiting on my DoorDash. I got Five Guys. I got 2 burgers because I'm fucking fat right now. So I kind of wanted to talk about being horny, okay? Because truly, I feel like my dick can't keep up, bro. Like, literally it sucks. Like, I'm cut. I have a cut dick. And I feel like the older I get, the more people I experience, the more jealous I become of people with foreskin, bro. I was also told that like most of your nerve endings or some shit, or like the shit that makes your dick feel sensitive is in your foreskin. I got that shit removed. You know what I mean? Against my will, I had my foreskin removed. And this is really embarrassing, but like, okay, first of all, I just feel like my dick, you know, the more I jerk off, the more desensitized it gets and the harder it is to nut. Is that common? I don't know, because I feel like there's people out there who can literally keep going. As soon as they bust a nut, they can keep fucking nutting. There was a guy that I used to hook up with somewhat consistently, and we had really good sex, but like he could literally come like 3 times in a row without even like pulling out. It was crazy. And the jealousy I feel about that type of shit, it sucks. Because I feel like I can't do that shit. You know, I've experienced multiple guys with foreskin now, and dude, they can just like jerk off with their foreskin. I cannot do that. I think I've came maybe one time like dry, like getting jerked off like dry. But it's like when you don't have foreskin, it's just like, it's just not comfy. You know what I mean? This is like really embarrassing. This little story I want to tell is pretty embarrassing, but when I was younger, you know, a young fucking kid exploring masturbation, okay, I used to jerk off in the shower a lot. Sometimes you don't have like the proper resources, okay? One time I jerked off using like Irish Spring soap, like a bar of soap. I remember like jerking off and then like washing it off and applying like a new layer. And if you wash off that soap, it becomes very grippy. And so I applied like a new layer, and I realized like as I was jerking off, that I felt like a burning sensation, like it hurt, but I was getting close. And so I just kept going. I wanted the nut so bad, bro, that I, you know, came to completion. I washed off the soap and I looked down at my dick, and there was literally like cuts on my dick. Like I rubbed it raw. There was almost like little like micro tears in my dick, like all over it. That is the worst I've ever injured my penis, okay? And I remember being a little humiliated. I remember going on to like this family thing, and I was wearing jeans and like literally waddling because my dick was so sensitive. And I feel like that trauma to my dick made my dick less sensitive. Like once that healed, it almost felt like there was a slight like callus over my dick. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I swear my dick was like kind of traumatized from that. And it's really embarrassing. And I feel like even just the way my dick looks, like it almost looks like, like it doesn't look bad, but I just feel like some people's dicks look so soft and like, just like perfect. And I feel like mine looks like it has had some shit done to it. I don't know how to explain it. And sometimes I get in my head about that shit. So all to say, I feel like my dick just gets very desensitized the more I jerk off. And I've been very horny lately. And I feel like I keep telling myself like, let me go for a couple days without masturbating. But it's so hard to do that shit, okay? Like, I kind of gotta post shit on, like, Twitter to, like, promote my OnlyFans content, right? And, like, I'm bound to see shit on there that is, like, sexual or, like, dude, it does not take much for me. And here's another thing, like, as much as I love looking at dicks and asses and guys with nice bodies, I think a guy in clothes that is just attractive is fucking sexy. And I jerked off to this picture of a guy. I jerked off to a picture of him in like fully clothed. And I know that's like weird, but for some reason, like a guy that's dressed well, that just like looks hot, like it does it for me. It does it for me. During my session, you know, it was my 3rd nut of the day. And I guess I started to feel like, damn, like my dick ain't feeling that sensation as well. And like it sucks. And then I feel like when you get to that point, you have to start jerking off harder, and you're not supposed to do that. It's not good for your like dick and like the nerves or like whatever. But like there's literally moments sometimes where like I will have to work so hard for the nut, and I will literally be like sweating and my arm gets tired and I'm like, fuck dude, like I just want to come, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but I feel like for me, I have to be so invested in it. I have to be like so turned on. I have to be like gooned out of my mind. And like I feel like my orgasms are always very intense. Like I feel that shit to my core. But some people it's just like they can just like jerk off. And like I feel like my head has to be like in the right place. Like mentally, it's like a mental thing for me. I know it's not the case for everybody, but for me it is. And it kind of sucks because I wish I could just like literally stroke and come, but it's like I have to be so invested and like so turned on and so like comfortable. You know what I mean? To come. It's fucking weird. I'm also like celibate right now. I haven't had sex in a couple months. I hate to admit that, but like I'm just at a point where I'm like very selective with like who I let into my life, who I let into my home. Like I've just become very picky and like just haven't really had anybody that I've wanted to like have sex with. And there was one dude I was hanging out with, but he went on a trip for the summer and we never actually ended up like fucking, you know. And so yeah, I've just been, you know, resorting to my right hand and Twitter. So that kind of sucks. And also like I don't want to be someone who's like dependent on porn to like come. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes I just will like jerk off without porn, but obviously porn accelerates the process if you find a great video. And I just, dude, I have like a stash of Twitter porn for reals, like years of content. I would say over the last 4 years probably, I have like this collection in my Twitter DMs. Every time I find a hot post, I DM it to myself. And I know I could like bookmark it, but I started by DMing myself, and so I just have all these Twitter DM porn videos, and that's my pride and joy right there. Sadly enough. Literally, I will come and then like 10 minutes later, or like 15 minutes later, I will be like looking online or something, and something will pop up, and it makes me want to come again. And like, it's weird because sometimes it starts to feel like a chore, but it's like my body wants it. I should give it to it. You know what I mean? It's hard, and like practicing that self-control is also hard to like not do it, right? But I don't know, bro. Like I've just been so horny, and maybe it's because I'm basically celibate right now, and I don't have anyone to do shit with, and so I'm home alone a lot, working from home a lot, and I will just like game, get horny, jerk off, game, get horny, jerk off. That's my cycle. So anyways, if you guys have any advice on how to sensitize your dick, I've even heard of like foreskin restoration surgery. Not that I would really want that, but it's like kind of enticing, I'm not gonna lie. But I can't imagine the recovery, and like where do they get the skin from? Like my ass? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. But anyways, just wanted to make a stupid video talking about like some sexual shit because it's been on my mind. I've been horny and I wanted to ramble about it. So if any of you guys experience any of these things or can relate or empathize, leave a comment. Let me know. And I know I'm very open, like too open sometimes online, but I literally just don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like I share my whole life. I share a lot of feelings, and I know sometimes it's too much, but it's like for me, like I appreciate people who are open-minded and like just open in general, like talking about their feelings or just being like brutally honest. You know what I mean? Like I just don't really give a shit. So anyways, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. I need to go eat my burgers, plural. That's probably like 2,000 calories over there. Because daddy's getting thick as shit, okay? And I love it. Anyways, let us all have a good rest of your night, guys. I love you. And I just want to talk about this shit. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, bitches.